NovaTitanProductions.
Hello and welcome to a playthrough of Agatha Christie and the ABC Murders. This is NovaTitan. Let's get started.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are... Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut, too. Yours extra. Hey...
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform...
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets...
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp.
Let us try not to get our shoes...
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot.
Pyro.
Dash! A puddle. Dash! A puddle.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot.
We took the 10:30.
So, Chief Inspector,
The victim is called Alice Asher. She was killed yesterday.
at what...
Let me just check.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
More discretion. What the fuck is he talking about?
Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the cop.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at... The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds.
Had anything been...
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's...
What type of woman was me?
In her 50s, married, but...
A husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent.
Do you think he's guilty?
We'll look for Franz Asher. If he doesn't have an alibi, the case is closed. A very unoriginal murder.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Red liquid is oozing.
Huh.
No, it's just some strawberry. It's not just a... It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book. The counter is covered. The counter is... She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even. I can't see. She just has one wound on the back. There are cigarettes packed. There are cigarettes packed. There are The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene. Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with nothing.
Normally, the tobacco...
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors?
Of course, my friend, I'll do it.
Curious.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt. Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt. The door is locked. The door is locked. There are cigarettes. Dash! A puddle. How clumsy. This fruit and vegetable shop.
Why can't I enter it?
This fruit and there are cigarettes. The door is... Nothing suggests any sign of a fight. Nothing suggests any sign of a fight. The door... The till does not appear to have been touched. Something is preventing the drawer. It would be best to examine the rest. It is blocked by some... Ah, a mechanism.
5.
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
002.
Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. I need to find the code.
852.
This must be the key to the back. The door is locked. The door is... Did Alice Asher suffer from nose? An inscription in... The ashes were... blood. Such a pretty decoration should be at the center. wooden flower is... I heard a fence... it is blocked. These drawings appear to be attached. These drawings appear... it is blocked. It is blocked.
Got to be a match upstairs. Laudanum.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine missing. It's strange to find such an elaborate... From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road and Dock. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been... Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop. What a strange box. It is blocked.
Locked. Fuck is
It is blocked. This button appears to activate a... That should do it. Who is this young woman?
I think it's her.
To my dear own...
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her. Let us now try. The motive is definitely not financial. I think I've looked everywhere here. This interior is very simple. Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
£4 a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
This woman appears to be a smoker. She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop. Your strawberries appears to be rather soft.
Soft? The cheek of it. What are you trying to say?
Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
I do not quite understand. You work next door to each other, but you do not see each other?
It's true. I didn't see her all day.
One thing is certain. You are lying.
So I'm a liar, am I? Get away from,
From
my
my
stall.
Oh, Jesus. That didn't go so well.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk.
I found the victim's niece.
Thank you, mon ami. The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention. These are griefs. She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile. You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him.
Your aunt should have asked for a divorce.
Oh no, sir. My aunt has principles.
Well, your aunt's principal have led her to the morgue.
Led her to the morgue.
Hastings, please see this young lady home. I fear that it's quite impossible to keep.
Poirot, what have you done?
Poirot, what have you done? No.
I've finished with this.
That's the husband. I feel he might be innocent after all
We
this.
have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Pot.
There must be some way up.
I wonder what his wife used to do.
Chase him away, of course.
He's not in any condition to be quit. A box of new stockings.
Strange.
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
You're a liar then.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who
Not
do you
Dana.
think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's just...
Did you see Franz Asher enter the...
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed.
Fucking rat, eh?
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30.
Killed when the street was packed with people.
I've been talking to the...
No one seen anything? Or rather it's...
No.
Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again. This man is in rather a bad state. This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol. Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes?
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats.
So, if things were going so well with your wife,
She was the one that left. Nothing to...
women are flighty creatures. Did she run away?
Flighty? You talk funny. One thing for sure, if my wife was...
Interesting. And what were you doing?
Can't recall.
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir. But I don't remember...
I see. But maybe you do remember.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty...
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in...
I'm looking.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye.
Very interesting.
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon...
An illegal...
Yes, sir. Our dog won.
And you thought about it.
In the evening, about 6, I think. We're on the other side.
Just
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this.
One thing is certain, Asher was a
But he is not very educated. It's at... Let's resume, miss. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not...
I agree with you on that.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain...
You are quite right. Why? But as for how he did it, we do know enough.
reconstruction.
The killer enters the shop. Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
Ooh, nice pair of tits. Ask for cigarettes.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
The ABC was not found like that. We are not far from the solution, Hastings. Would you mind if we thought about it a little more?
Failed.
The killer enters the shop. Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity and places the ABC upside down before everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Asher has a strong alibi, and we don't have any other suspect.
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't...
No doubt about it.
And I fear that...
I hope you're wrong.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should...
No, unfortunately, I have to...
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings?
Well, do you have any idea?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has...
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a
What should we do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The
I thought I heard the postman.
I will go and see. Daily Flicker, June the 22nd. It is now the right... It is now the right... Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. We're having a crazy time. The next crime will be... We must warn Jap to...
Did the letter indicate anything?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. Ah... It's impossible to get... Let us examine this. Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects. Yes, this eye. Yes, this eye. Yes, this eye is weird. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. The W is not printed. The W is... Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? We're having a crazy time. The W... Let us examine the characters. The W is not... Yes, the A... Dear Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The end of a... We're having a crazy time. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed... I have to find some... The W... Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Of course, the W character. I have to find some up. Let us examine the... Yes, this... Yes, the I characters in the... My theory was right. These two letters were... Both letters were written on the...
You surprise me.
But there is nothing usual about this case. Let us now try and...
Asher. A. Next is B. Bexhill B.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Japp. I will explain there. It's impossible. No doubt about it.
It may be time. It may be time.
It is not the... To Scotland.
There's Japp at.
Like all hunters, Japp has invested. Japp is an investigator. Alice Asher was murdered. London. I really like... Japp appeared. Jap appears to already be overloaded. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news.
Are you completely...
I have compared the two letters.
I suppose...
I fear...
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very...
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received...
So, it's an alphabet fiend.
Bien, we should...
You have a few...
Thank you.
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Jap, your call
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman.
will be there as...
Bexhill, Beverly.
Bexhill is a delightful town.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damage...
So the years have not spared you, my friend.
That is exactly what I said to myself when...
Poirot.
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jap waiting for us. Bexhill seems to be a Bexhill is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture.
How do you do? I fear your admirer. We haven't... Death...
Was...
Come on, Poirot, that's...
Are you certain?
The body hasn't...
Has the press...
Not yet.
Nobody has reported a young...
No.
No witness.
Indeed.
It's early days.
I hope...
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. This hat is...
She's a pretty little thing.
This key is too small to be one for a house. These marks have been... A braided...
Of course, that'll be...
The guide is up. A braided... Apart from the marks on her neck, there are... These marks have been... She was a great beauty. This key is... The young woman wasn't wearing... Either the murderer stole her... Let us now try... The poor child must have been strangled with his... Let us now try and... The medical officer should confirm...
That's what I... She shows the...
With a little luck, we'll...
You are too optimistic, sister. This hat... This hat is... The key does... The key does not...
Six, okay. 9, 8, 7, upside down.
The number is upside down.
715.
A dual locking padlock.
Her belongings are right in there.
The purse is full. Yet again, here is the watch she must have. A top brand lipstick, as well as a photo of the... Betty's first day at work. Mom is... So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she... It definitely was... The purse is full. Here is the watch she... A top brand...
Jap has gone to the police. The
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty.
But Poirot, how...
Never mind.
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading to the...
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Could it be the same... This is definitely well...
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
This is a well-laid table. Hastings would probably like us to rest here. What a pity. Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat. This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat. It looks like...
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for...
I'll bring it.
I need to know the time range during which Betty was... Where is Betty? No, this person is not the last one to have worked. Interesting. Betty worked from 11 a.m. to... No, this person is not... No, this person is not... Betty worked from 11 a.m. Interesting. No, this person is not... This page won't have... These are the different waiting stations. Where is Betty?
11 to...
Most probably a family. This bill may have been written. No, something's not. Most probably this bill may have been written by Betty.
This one.
Most probably a single. Betty served a family and a man on his own. A whiskey drink.
What? Gentlemen!
We are searching for clues. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain.
That is correct.
I fear that Miss Barnard. She has just been found, dead, on...
How awful. Poor young...
She appears to have been...
This is most distressing.
What can you tell us about Miss...
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know at least that she had a young man.
Indeed.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
Do you think there may have been some problems between them?
I'm not on those sort of terms with my staff. Now, please excuse me, I have work to do.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular...
I don't think so. Our regular guests, at this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists.
That's what I... Time to visit Betty. Miss Marion... This is definitely where the photo... How do you do, mademoiselle?
I know you.
I do not know if that is a compliment. You are Betty's sister.
Yes.
Can we come in?
Please. My parents are at the police station. I doubt...
Do not worry. We'll...
Did you know your sister's plans?
No. I arrived by train this morning. She went out last night, but...
What was your last conversation?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very...
It would not be polite to... Megan invited me to examine... What is she feeling?
Crying.
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say, would you please say...
Betty's older sister is not just sad, she is angry. Did Betty go out often?
My sister wasn't a child, sir. She used to go out. She was a very good girl who didn't hang around with men.
The pain is making you bit?
I'm not interested in your
Très bien, mademoiselle. Would you at least...
His name is Donald Fraser.
Put off.
Betty's room is opposite the stairs on the first floor. Feel free to take a look if you think...
This young woman is far too...
Do you think she's...
That is what
Surely.
I did not say anything of the sort. Who knows? Maybe Megan.
She may... Or maybe she would...
We have to study all scenarios. While I try and get Miss Barnard, bring him to the Ginger Cat. I would like to talk with him before the Chief Inspector finds him. Family phone. This gramophone is magnificent. It is not. Looking at all the clothes she took out, Betty must have...
Singer.
It looks like Betty was all... Without a doubt. Something on this.
11-2.
Strange. What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands. The cogs are blocked by...
These wooden panels. This wooden panel is blocked. This metal disc is stuck. There, that's better. This metal disc. This wooden panel is blocked. This wooden panel is blocked. Strange. What the fuck?
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened. This decoration appears... Could the... This decoration appears to be... This metal disc is stuck. Could the screw...
Huh.
This wooden panel is... This wooden panel is... This wooden panel is blocked. This This wooden panel is blocked. This wooden panel is blocked. Strange. This wooden panel is blocked. This wooden panel is blocked. This decoration appears to be This decoration appears to be This decoration appears This wooden panel is The cogs are blocked. This decoration appears to This decoration appears This decoration appears This decoration This decoration appears This decoration appears This leg is not worth Good. It should be Look, a key. This could be useful. This metal disc is strange.
Oh.
This code's
3122. Okay. Yeah.
I definitely
This one as well. Oh.
The central cog is blocked.
Okay, okay.
Ah, something. A new lock has a
It's open. Now what?
This wooden panel is. This decoration appears.
Now what?
This could be useful.
Okay.
Betty, I enjoyed a wonderful evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D. My dearest Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, but you are the most beautiful.
Interesting.
A record sleeve with an handwritten title. A record sleeve with an hand. This small key should be useful. Medicine to
Laudanum.
prevent voice loss. Did Betty have...
What if it's poison?
It looks like Betty has a very busy life. Betty liked luxury and going out, and being as pretty. A record sleeve. Let us see. There is bound to be a... I heard the sound of a... I just have to put the record. It looks like some... That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
There we go.
Oh, Donald. We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should rest your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any...
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice.
It is... The Barnard appeared to make music a priority in their budget. Their home is modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers. It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone.
Smile.
She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it... They made the perfect couple, and...
Yes, in a way.
Well,
He's a bright man. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive.
I hear a note of...
You must have heard.
Donald appeared to be very much in love with...
Yes, he was mad.
Mad, you say? Being madly in love can often be destructive.
No more than average. Men are always slightly possessive.
I am not your enemy.
And you are not my friend either.
Yes, but your lies are not helping, Mr. I know that Fraser was jealous, but...
Protect him?
That you are Fraser's accomplice? There is no... It would appear that your sister's murder is the second and... The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer... Now can I count?
Yes, you have my... Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved too, and he could be so violent.
And when was...
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had... It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale.
Well...
He'd commit...
Do you think that...
No, Mr. Poirot, I don't believe that. You yourself... Don loved Betty with all... I can't imagine for one instant...
Very good, Mademoiselle Barnard.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat.
Très bien, Hastings. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest...
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don.
If you say so. Let us now try and get... Let us now try and get our brain cells... Hastings always pays more... You've seen Fraser, Hastings.
He's a big chap. I talked to his landlady before seeing him.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he's a reserved character, but...
I don't...
You heard?
Yes. This man looks... Donald Fraser is in a terrible state. as if he hadn't slept all night.
Leave me alone. Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty...
Sadly,
Oh, Betty.
if I have understood correctly,
You're right.
and what...
She said she was having dinner.
Yet, Megan only
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you,
I spent the evening work.
your colleagues can...
No, I often...
Therefore, you have no...
That's right. But that doesn't make me... I would like you to leave now.
Ah, I knew I'd find you. I thought the victim's young man...
Yes, is all you. Let us now try and get... You are very skilled at... It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes. Let us try... The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat.
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop. She runs away, pursued...
No, there is no sign of a chase. Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
Failed. Mission failed. Let's try again.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a coat. They keep walking. Then she removes her bag.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened. Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by signing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. Return to London, mon cher.
Jap has decided to reveal...
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know.
Poirot. Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Good hunting. Did you hear? He will strike on 30. No time to lose, we must...
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. Daily Flicker, July 30, 19. Daily Flicker. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters. Ah. It is not. Hello, Jap. We received a new...
Where?
In Cheston.
Today?
I'll check the train times. Hastings, what you are doing is an absurd...
Heavens, we must...
Hastings, order and method are always necessary.
Okay, okay.
Or the same. It really is a disgrace. Voila.
Poirot, you... I've just consulted the ABC guide.
You see, there is no need.
But why has the murderer warned us so late?
Very good question. We should also compare the letter we have... I lock my revolver in... I lock... We've missed the 6th. Hastings photo album. Right, let us examine certain characters in the 2 letters. Yes, this I is weird. Right, let us compare this with the other. Yes, the I. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm. Yes, the... Right, let us That's right. I have to find some... The Right, let us compare. Of course, the double... My theory was right. Let us now try and... The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark... All the same, the post office...
Come on, Poirot. Poirot, the...
It's the murderer.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir
Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London.
Are you?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Justin.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists.
It appears that the murderer made me...
A mistake?
And what if he did it on...
It's on purpose.
No, He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them.
You go, my friends.
Murder doesn't follow rules.
Jack has emptied the victim's pockets. A signet ring. Very... An oriental dragon. Nothing appears to be missing. It is... This place is... The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stop. Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. An ABC guide, the murderer's customary signature. Apart from the wound to the throat, the gravel on the path has been spread. The body is just in front of a... The body is just in front of... I'm not going to leave now. The vegetation. Let us now try. Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut his throat from behind. Let us now try and get our Brent.
Have you finished?
Chief Inspector, many questions. The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael.
The murderer struck with terrible...
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's a...
Have you spoken to the victim?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Thank you, Inspector.
I had better go.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. Ah, here he is. Please, Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot.
No, thank you, mademoiselle. It is not the right... There is something elegant about her.
Beautiful.
She has good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Dragon. She's related
Please
to...
excuse me, I have to take care...
Oriental dragon.
Hastings does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow. It is not. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It is a once.
My brother's wife is gravely ill.
I insist, Mr. Clark. Please allow me to remind you that this is a murder inquiry.
Unfortunately, she is much too ill. She doesn't even know her husband is dead. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with...
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30.
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon.
So it was you.
Yes, a lot.
Have you seen any strangers?
No. As far as I know...
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
Hastings, while our host is gone.
But, Poirot...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door... It is an emperor. A dragon. Dragon, dragon, dragon. So a turtle.
Tortoise.
A
Tiger. All four cardinal directions. Only one thing missing.
Comside's private... The catalog. Sir Carmichael's collect. There are some traditional compass point to the south. Bronze. The interior. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself.
Ah, the puzzle.
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me. Each cardinal point is... Each cardinal point... Turtle, the dragon, the crane and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Table. Forget what color is which.
It is blocked.
North is the crane, south is the turtle. Right is the tiger. Left is the dragon.
A dragon.
Yellow is the dragon. White is the crane. Black is the turtle. Oh my god. Broken.
Turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Alright, this is correct. So north is the crane.
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table. Position of each motif.
Trying to remember.
The cardinal point. Each cardinal point is
All points in.
turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen it. The position of each motif.
Two red.
I think I heard a bang. This is interesting. Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churstone, Devon. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from... I estimate that Lady Clark's life... These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think...
Here's Miss Grey.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition...
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is...
It's about 3 centuries...
I knew that Ace... She appears to be...
Just a minute, please, Mr. Poirot.
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
Here? Teapot with Black Dragon, Gangshi period, end of the 17th century.
You have a good knowledge.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him...
And sometimes, he used to give you a piece as a gift.
Gift?
I am referring to your
This old brew...
Mademoiselle, you know perfectly well. I am talking about the
Yes, you're right. Sir Carmichael did give it to me. He valued my work.
Why have you taken it up?
I don't understand, Miss...
Have you seen any strangers and...
No. Nobody...
What were you doing yesterday?
I was sleeping. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the guy.
Am I right thinking that something is going on?
How dare you ask me?
Mademoiselle, it is difficult to hide things from me.
My goodness, with Sir Carmichael's death, I was feeling so awful.
I am not judging you.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offense. My friend has rather unusual...
Yes, I understand. I must
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't...
But...
And I saw Franklin Clark...
Do you think...
No, I saw emotion in...
Well done.
However, I don't think I completely understand this.
The murderer did not give... Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path. Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it. The killer leaves his hiding place. He approaches silently over the grass. Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Mr. Kirst, have you...
Yes.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders, Mr. Kirst, are you all right?
My apologies. My throat is burning, and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
PTSD.
Poirot, it's a pleasure
Like
to be
someone
with you again
very
after all these years. I looked for a
violent.
gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector.
And you more so by
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not...
Ah.
Naturally.
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married... Poirot, our guests will be here.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine... Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says. Sometimes the song says, sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden. But I am not sure. Donald is always on edge. Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he is trying hard to control himself. She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time. She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. I ought to concentrate on my guests. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murder.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot.
You are an intelligent woman, Mademoiselle Barnard, and I'm sure that you have already
You think that if we put our heads together...
I am convinced. What I ask is that you search your memory.
Yes, he must have prepared...
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexley.
Must we go into...
Mr. Fraser.
Well, I want to help you, but...
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard? Did your sister say...
She never would...
Allons, surely, sister.
She never spoke about any of that to me. Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did...
Silly things. Her new...
Your sister used to sing, I believe.
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't...
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to... Let us now try and get our brain cell... So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much... It's a good start.
Well, it's just that...
Is something but...
Well, Mr. Poirot, you see...
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed.
Oh, sir.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be...
Mr. Clark, that's...
Well, someone has... Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see...
But of course, I shall... Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon. The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we... Let us now try and get our... The first two victims suffered from bad throat.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical record.
We'll do so.
I will do it myself, mon ami.
Very well. Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clark, please excuse me. I cannot stay for the interview. I've to...
Are you leaving?
Miss Grey very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle. It is now the right... It would be rude to make... It would be rude. It would... It would be rude. I am not going to leave com... It would be rude to... It would be rude.
Okay.
This
What the
poor woman is... This woman is suffering. It would be rude.
Mr.
My respect.
Thank you for coming.
The telephone. Lady Clark is in pain. Lady Clark is in pain. It's closed. It's... It... Lady Clark is...
Please tell...
The Clark residence?
How do you do, Mr. Poirot? I'm Lady...
She has just left.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. You'll find...
You can count on me.
Oh, thank you kindly. Goodbye, Mr. Poirot.
It is now the right...
Ryan trophy.
Here is the sky. Après il n'a...
Ah,
Madame, you are tired, so I will get straight to the point. What can you tell?
what business?
No doubt. You wish to talk?
Ah, yes. Oh, poor Carmichael.
Not yet, chère madame.
Indeed. People go straight...
So, there were
Who said...
the people who live here.
Miss Grey? Oh, I don't like her.
You are entitled...
I'm pleased that you approve. The others have been taken in by her.
The subject would probably... This couple appears... Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children.
Baron, maybe?
The subject would probably be useful. She's... I must find a... The subject... Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy. This part appears to be... This spring appears... This part appears to...
Now what?
Firstly, I have to... I hope that Hastings...
Oh, what are we talking about? Ah, yes. Thora Grey. Oh,
You're probably...
you have seen through her. I'm so pleased.
You are very harsh. Do not forget...
Yes. And take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet talking charms. Oh, he's a lovely boy, very...
Miss Grey did look after you...
outwardly. But she's hiding something.
Miss Grey? A poisoner?
It proves she knows what she's doing. She's
Ella,
Let's see, didn't she say that on the day of the crime?
that is correct.
Well, at 11 o'clock, I saw her.
Oh,
Really? And
An ordinary sort of man with a very plain.
was he?
No, he was not.
It would be best. The telephone in the hall is ringing. Hello?
Poirot, is that you?
Thank you for calling.
No, thank good.
I questioned Lady Clark,
Have you seen? She's a
but secretive.
Poirot, she wouldn't hurt.
Each to his own, my friend.
Poirot, are you mocking me?
No, he'll... How am I going to open this?
Combination. $19.27.
That does not appear to be... Leaving the code on the trunk. What a strange character.
Five. 3-1.
ugh.
Huh. What's this?
Ugh.
7.
Ugh.
720.
Ugh. Ugh.
So, what is it? I should be able to open the trunk. There we are.
Oh. See nothing there. What's this?
Why has Franklin put an Allen key?
Oh.
Whiskey and other good... Whiskey and other good... A pile of books. A pile of books.
There's one more timing here. Right? Guess not.
Key? Ah. Oh, fucking hell.
An Allen key. Another screw.
Yeah. Shit. Top.
This engraving is not very easy to...
Fuck.
Franklin must really love his country to have an engraving his...
What the fuck? Where?
A signet ring? A signet ring with a code written on it. 1587. It may...
A lock.
poor Chinese symbols. I won't manage to do it randomly.
God damn.
Well, well. The character...
God damn.
No, it's not the height. That's it. This character appears to be the... No, it's not the height. No, it's not the height. That's it. That's it. This character... Like this. Very good. All the circles are...
This is the first number then?
No, it's not the height.
One, two, three, four. Okay.
No, it's not the height code.
Punches is the third one. This is the last one, and this is the J. There we go.
At last, the cupboard is open.
What's in here?
The railway children. For Franklin. Don't take. Traveling in China. A practical. Gentile. Helmet, flask, and high. Alaska. Australia. This plate appears to...
Something is blocking it.
This plate appears to... This plate appears. This plate appears.
Oh.
This plate appears. 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 I think that signet ring should be placed here. The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
I haven't. Okay, I have to go back. Ugh. 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 Ugh.
The door. Sir Carmichael's collect. This unit contains the medical records for Sir. No dust on the records from A. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z. No known names.
So they've been looked at by the killer.
Traditional Chinese map. Order and method above all. There are some
Trophies.
compass. There are some a dark. I've already seen. Attention, Franklin. Task list. A. Ordering Lady Clark remedies. Done. E. Update land rent accounting. Done. F. Ordering a restock. Attention, Franklin. E. Update land rent accounting. Done. F. Ordering a restock.
Locket and the dagger. Interesting.
I see some papers. Valuer's report. Court and Brunskill. Ernest Logan. MD Brighton. Lady Clark, your wife. I estimate. These daggers. Sir Carmichael's collect. The black to Franklin will never grow.
Awesome.
Is Thorogray. Arsenic.
To kill. Huh. Ugh.
The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin.
Oh, the crane is at the top. South China means crane is at the bottom here. Alright, bird. Ugh. Tiger. Tortoise. It's the tortoise. Ugh. Fuck.
Best to... Franklin appears to be very...
Deer, bear, rat.
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
Ugh.
The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's...
Deer, bear, racket. Bear's on the right. Right? Fuck.
The Alaskan Kodiak bear.
What? The fuck? I don't get it.
The African kudu. South Africa? Australia.
Platypus.
Brazil. The lion of Sumatra. I heard the sound of a strange way of protecting one's safe. Triangle.
1587.
These documents are very... A dozen gold sovereigns. A dozen gold sovereigns. Eton College School year. School. Eton College. School report for Franklin Clark. Charlotte Clark, Comside, Churchton, Devon. To Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. At home, everything annoys me. Starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. Okay. I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most... Sir, I know, but my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with... It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards. Sir Carmichael Clark, Comside. Dear Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish she has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. You wrote me you want to stay in China for 1 more year or even longer. I don't object. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother. Where is the horrible smell of carrion? Ram. Ram. Tut-tut. There. That. There. That. There. It was probably... Look here. This object... Let us now try... Everything that Thorgray has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her. Let us now
She's
try
innocent.
and get our brain cells to... Thorgray had no reason to kill someone who only had few... I've finished here. This fountain may... This wisteria... This wisteria... May you have peace, Cal. I must put the skeleton key back.
Shit.
Après il... Perfect! If someone has tried to get... Hello, Hastings?
Yes, you just have...
Bien.
Of course, but what...
You will see my...
Donald Fraser is here. He and...
This bottle is for our visit. Hastings, it would appear that you are...
Really?
This man is... Donald is short of sleep, and it looks...
Mr. Poirot, I don't know why.
You wanted to talk, and you came...
Mr. Poirot, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do.
Have a drink.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until...
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us to... But I would never...
Why not?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it...
Very. Let us now try and get... Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning...
Please go on.
This dream certainly...
Oh.
But what do you feel guilty about? Having killed your fiancé? Possible. Or forgetting her very quick?
So you don't really think...
I do not exclude this theory.
Thank you for being frank, Mr. Poirot.
It is late, Mr.
I'll sleep on the train.
Poor boy, he seems completely...
Well, women seem to like him. Oh, I remember.
Yes, well...
Bien. Mademoiselle, I asked you here. Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day, sir?
It's the absolute...
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger.
Really? Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it.
He's
but
the
it
murderer.
wasn't important. It was just a salesman.
Can you describe?
Medium size, glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually
You did not leave Cheston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin cannot go against the wishes of a sick lady.
I noticed that you left some Are you planning on returning?
Who knows what the future...
Bien. I must ask you one last question. If Lady Clark had died...
How dare you ask such... Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection.
Thank you, mademoiselle.
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be...
I accuse her of nothing, Hastings. I simply... Let us now try and get... You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he's lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch.
I didn't know that.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary?
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she's calculating.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his...
Do not get carried away, mon ami.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey... Let us now try and...
Oh, so she actually works with the other person?
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stocking seller visited Andover Beck's... Ah. If someone has tried to get... Chief Inspector, we are looking for...
I see you have a...
Yes. Contact all the stalking crew.
Your suspect...
No, he does not take call.
Right. The hunt is on.
Doncaster.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cuss?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Can you get the post, eh?
And why don't you go and get it?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never...
Are you...
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I should compare this letter with the one on... Let us examine this more. Certain characters in the... Yes, the... Right. That's right. The... I have to find... Yes, this I... Right. Yes, the I... I have to find some other similar... It does... Right. Let us... Of course. My theory was right. Hastings. Chief Inspector Jack.
He's on another line.
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is...
Very well, sir.
Bien. Now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need.
Yes?
Poor Mr. Poirot. If someone has tried to get rid of... I've finished with...
So, how are you getting...
Daily Blag. Sometimes 3 mornings in this...
Poirot.
Royal... It's... Yes. On the one hand, I've... Go to... Now, what of these... This page is finished. That's done. This page is finished. And that's 2. This piece should be... This page... Only one... This page will be... This page is... All the page... A dry cloth. A bottle of solvent. The cloth is now... Got it! Make a note, Hastings.
I got it. Poirot, where on earth... All right, but...
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite... Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you. I've finished. I do not need to make it. Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Alexander Bonaparte Cust. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner. Let us now try. The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt they come...
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And...
These are very...
Hello?
Any news, Chief?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He had...
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes. Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, it's a serious lead.
ABC.
I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Look for him.
What?
Trust me.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Do your best,
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. So, has Cust been...
Yeah.
That is good news.
Well, when I told the
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every
Chief Inspector...
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical...
It's very honest of you to tell me.
Please keep me informed.
You can count on me.
I will visit him at his bed.
That's typical of you, Poirot. While we're waiting to question...
Where
the Marbury guest?
Ask.
Yes, but...
I understand. Hastings... But unavoidable. To Marbury guest.
How do you do? You...
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists? There is...
I think you might even be interviewed.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he told me he was going to Cheltenham. But my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right... As you can imagine...
One moment, please. How did you know that Cust had underlined Doncaster in his railway guide?
I went and had a look in his room.
I see. Do you make a habit of searching through your lodger's belongings?
Well, what are you going to do later? I bet you're going to poke around his room too?
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr.
He's rather queer. He talks to him. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. He didn't want me to wash his shirt.
Do you think
It's my...
Cust used to...
Yes. Or...
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder?
No,
But surely...
It won't do you much good. Mr. Custer... Ah! I remember...
Indeed.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July...
Very interesting.
I also forgot to say that...
Which news?
The evening...
That will be all for now.
Take the...
This woman appears to be in a bad mood. Mrs. Marbury is taking out her bad mood on the evening meals, but... It is a very beautiful piece. I need... It looks like... There is no need to worry about the household.
Right. Is that all? When are you leaving? Right. Is that all? When are you leaving?
I need... Mrs. Marbury is taking out her bad mood on the evening.
I don't think my register will help you.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury. I need... I have something... Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain... Room 306 is...
If I did, it was
You rented the same room to two people?
Calm down, Mr. Poirot! My lodgings...
Double renting.
Don't forget...
Laudanum. Laudanum. A This subject would probably... Diethyl barbituric. I know this medicine. This subject would...
All the drugs.
The Bexhill Daily paper. Most probably the or the main articles referring to the AB. Trousers, white. How hopeful. The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned. The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not... ABC, guys. It's closed. ABC, guys. It's closed. ABC, guys. It's closed. ABC. John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink... It's an A. A long-bladed knife. This object will Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or... Cust is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until that... I have to get the ribbon. The ribbon is jammed.
Oh.
Something is blocking the... The left-hand heel has been removed. The right-hand heel has been...
Okay, should work now.
Something is blocking the rib. And here is the ribbon. Let us... I only need the ink ribbon for my ink. All the letters announcing the murders were written. This knife is very useful. Stockings. It is not the right time. War of 1940. An army dispatch, wounded on the summer. This. No use continuing the inspection. Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury.
I look forward to...
Ah, Chief Inspector.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent...
I have established one fact. I had best talk to...
I've listened closely.
That is what... Let us now try...
The evidence against Custie's...
C'est vrai. How the blood Mrs. Marbury's own cuts shirt. The murderer cuts a Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood... You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes.
I agree, it's troubling.
When can you talk?
Doncaster...
As a
He says
It's plausible. Doctor...
he may have done the murder.
A family...
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Tom...
Très intéressant.
Right.
Chief Inspector...
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime...
This man is not in good shape. He is worried and very tired. And other police have been hard. Are you...
So, you find my name...
I am Hercule Poirot. Why did you send...
Why all these questions?
Maybe you forgot that you wrote...
Yes, it's true. Sometimes
I do not believe... You suffer...
It's true. I was wounded. The army was the only place I didn't feel in...
But ever since you were...
And headaches.
Professor...
Yes, a few years ago.
Of course, you never considered killing a dog.
No.
Do you deny...
So? There was no...
I am not going to leave. He's in there. Poor man.
Damn.
Take this.
Thank... Oh, good God.
Bon. I now know. Are you well enough?
Yes, I feel much better.
You were seen at all the...
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer...
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs.
The company sent me the...
Yes, but the... So it would appear that...
Good God. I don't know what's happening to me. My head...
Take this. Let us see, Cust. Look at me.
Yes.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know.
No.
Let us leave Cust alone.
And? What can...
Plenty. Let us now try...
I don't see any clearer than...
There is one point. C'est curieux. Cast admits that he killed, but...
Let's keep it simple.
But you see, he denied the murder. He confirmed that he never typed the letter.
Come on,
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers...
How can you...
Let us look at his psychology. Let us now try and get... You see?
But if he's a madman...
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath.
Very well, very well. You're right, as always.
Have faith.
It was Thora all along?
To White
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot.
details.
Excuse me.
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear.
A revolver? But
Trust me.
what about...
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be... Hastings? Trust...
What about...
Surtout pas. Daily Flicker. A.B. Cost is the Lancet. September. Our assertion has just been confirmed by Professor. But his amnesia. The white ammunition are planned. I have to choose the... The revolver is loaded with blood. The revolver is loaded with... The white ammunition... The revolver is loaded with blood.
What about... What about...
Sur... Voilà, rien. Chief Inspector,
Yes,
are you check?
and the packaging.
Well,
So, are you...
of course.
Why have you brought us here?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same.
This is all true. However, a case is not...
Perhaps he wanted...
Xenophobe?
I may be wrong, but
all these... Let us now try and...
That's what I knew it. It's intentional.
Is everything clear now?
To find the address.
You might like to explain your reasoning.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only... Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers, because everybody knows their addresses.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have...
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly.
But that's not how you...
You are quite right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that...
Do madmen... I mean...
No doubt. But the murderer...
But if Cust is not guilty...
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patient. Let us now try and get... Dr. Clark's patient's records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is... So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cus was following him closely. Cus' highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis.
What?
The murderer was manipulating him.
No
He
fucking
systematically...
way.
That's evil!
Indeed, it seems unlikely that... There is not one murderer, but 3 accomplices, who all used the same scenario.
Do you mean that 3 murderers with quite different aims joined forces to create a smoke screen? Here's another question. Is it still necessary to find a motive for each crime, and the one in Andover poses problem?
Indeed. It would... Just one murder was of benefit to the... On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed...
Franklin
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle. That's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
True.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
You're quite wrong, Mr. Poirot.
Oui, please excuse me. Donald, Sir Carmichael was one of your firm's...
It doesn't...
You could have done it.
You think...
You?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. Let us now try and... Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is how...
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be...
Absolument, Mr. Let us now try and... As you have all seen...
Mr. Poirot, your psychological stuff. Why would I have wished my brother's death?
No, you... Because you are incapable of...
Really? Well, I...
certes, normalement. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would... For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If you realized the danger after reading... In truth, Cust was no more than... You.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust.
Oh, no. Eh bien, voilà. Light has now...
Your theories are ingenious.
1 point to him. For the... One thing proves it.
You have nothing on... Come on, Thora.
Don't.
Thora!
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter. And why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide?
All right. Well played. I lose. Don't come near me! I'll never let you take me, Mr. Poirot.
Blanks.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark. There is no easy death for you. I'm sorry, mademoiselle, but your second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Disappointed at having missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married. On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark, and a few months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again. Lady Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since. Journal of an Innocent. The Incredibles. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, and as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. It's a good game. The story hits it. I gotta read the book. But even so, it was really fun to solve it. 454 out of 600. Not too bad.